we're doing a new segment. I can start. So, last week, around that time, the Last of Us series, episode 1 came out.
Ooh.
Okay, I watched it. Well, I watched like half of it, like Monday. And then I watched the last half yesterday night. Finally finished it. And it's pretty good, like everyone says. Because, like, it's pretty accurate so far to, like, the game. But I feel like, for me, it's been so long since I've watched the game. Like, I think I only watched it, like, 2013 when it came out. That I don't remember anything that happens. So, like, when I watch it, I'm like, whoa, what's gonna happen, you know?
Wow.
Besides the first episode. Because first episode has a sad moment that you'll know if you watch the game. But yeah, so far the show is good. I'm excited to watch it. But I feel like, okay, I think it's my TikTok's Zoomer brain. But, like, HBO shows, like, they're, like, actual shows. Like, they're kind of long. Like, the episode was at 1 hour 20, bro.
Oh.
That's like a movie.
Yeah.
And, like, I think some of the shots, like, the establishing shots are really slow, which is good. Like, it draws you into the world. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a little slow. Just because of my brain. And I need, like, stimulation. But overall, it's good.
So right now, a new episode of Owl House came out. I watched Owl House back when season 1 came out, and now we're on season 3. And so I've been catching up with that. One of my favorite shows ever. One of the only cartoons to really make me cry. Yeah.
Wait, what is the Owl House about? Because I've heard of it, but I don't really know.
It's about a girl who goes through a portal and ends up in the witchy world. Chaos ensues.
The only really show I've been watching is, like, Abbott Elementary, which is a good, like, sitcom if you're into that stuff. Music, okay, this is very random. But lately, I realized there's this genre of music I really like that I've always liked, but I don't know exactly what it is. But best way I can describe it is that these songs are often in the background of rom-coms. It's like the music they put on when they want the moment to be romantic, but they're so vibey. They're kind of like a soul / a jazz / R&B.
Do you have any examples?
Yeah, I do. I guess I'll ask you later, but one is called... Wait, I'm forgetting the title. I forgot the title. Okay, I think one is called Home by Caribou, and another one I'll send it to you later. I think it's like called Key to Love. Yeah, I think it's called Key to Love or something like that by BADBADNOTGOOD. Yeah, never heard these artists before, but very grateful because those two songs I did find in the background of a rom-com. I was like turning up these scenes, like trying to hear the lyrics, and I searched up the lyrics and I found them.
Wow.
But yeah. How about you? What music have you been listening to?
So I don't listen to music like a normal person, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I have gotten into just listening to one song over and over. And right now it's been between two, which is Blue by Derivakat, which is a song for like the Dream SMB, based on the Dream SMB. And the other one is Everybody Wham Wham.
I feel like I've heard of this.
You've probably heard the game, because Carl, Corpse, and Foolish all voiced in it.
Huh.
But Everybody Wham Wham.
Nice.
And Foolish used to play the song all the time on stream.
Okay. I don't know, I feel like this year I want to explore more genres, because I think my, like, when people ask me what I like, I just say, like, indie pop. Like,
Me
something
too.
like that. It's like, generally I like the songs, but, like, this year I want to explore more, because I feel like I am into more. I just, like, am so terrible at finding music, because I don't use, like, Spotify or anything like that. So I'm also like you, where I just, like, spam a few songs. Literally, I have, like, a go-to 5, and I just spam it. I don't know. I feel very insecure about my music taste, because I don't even know what I'm into.
I tell everyone I'm into a little bit of everything.
Do you like country?
I've heard a good
Yeah, there are actually
very
good country
songs.
I think that's all the content I have for this segment. Do you have anything else?
Last one, Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
I'm up to, let's check my hours here.
Even back in Stardew phase.
300 hours. I have 300 hours in Stardew.
I'm trying to imagine how much that really is. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Oh my gosh, wait. Now, speaking of games, lately I've been wanting to go back into my Sim phase because I just miss it. Okay, this is also really funny. Do you know who Kiki Palmer is? from True Jackson?
Nope.
She's like a popular actress. But anyways,
I
Kiki
know
Palmer,
actors.
she's very iconic. She posted on Twitter about like she's trying to find people to help her fix her Sims mods. Like she has like a bug or something, and she was like, "Guys, help!" And then Twitter and myself were freaking out. I was like, Kiki Palmer is a simmer, but you know, at first we were like, "Oh, she's probably just a casual simmer." No, she's a deep simmer, like way deeper than I could ever be. And she has like all the popular mods. She has custom content. And she like,
Damn.
and then she did an Instagram live where she like showed us her Sims, and then she played for like an hour, and she was like narrating like the story and everything, and she's like a deep simmer. I'm like, she's so cool for that. Like, I was invested in the storyline.
I think we should normalize having like pop culture icons
No, like
stream like on Twitch.
that's
or
what
something.
I'm saying. I'm like, what do you guys do when you're like just chilling? And Kiki Palmer plays The Sims, and she's an actor, so like she's so good at it. It is, I don't know. It was like, it made me so happy. Like that 1 hour Instagram live I randomly watched. But yeah, but then after seeing that, I'm like, damn, like I miss playing The Sims. I had time during winter break to play, but I didn't, and now I'm sad.
I haven't played. I got upset that The Sims 4 became free after I paid for it.
True.
And then, but I don't know. I haven't been able to get back onto The Sims.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking about it. I'm like, if I play The Sims, I feel like I don't have that like imagination for it sometimes. When I played as a kid, I could not figure out custom content. / I was too scared to, like get a virus or something.
Yeah.
Because I was just a kid, you know. And some, okay, I think ordinarily you do have to pay for it because like it's just like an artist's work. But back then I just didn't want to try to figure out custom content / mods because my computer could barely even run The Sims. It was bad. But it's like if you download the right custom content, your Sims can look so cute. Their outfits, so Kiki Palmer Sims are so cute. Like their outfits and everything. But again, I'm just like, she has like the deep mods too. There's like this one mod that's like kind of rated R, and she has it too. And everyone's like, well, okay, Kiki. And she's like, don't judge me, guys. I'm a deep simmer. I'm like, we'd love to see it. Anyways, yeah. For my game choice of the week, it'll be The Sims. Yeah. I think that's it for the segment.
That concludes our segment.
Yay. You can expect this out of us every podcast now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so today's topic is friendships. I think it came from me thinking about relationships a lot. Then I was thinking about friendships, and I was talking to you about it. And I'm like, wait a minute, let's do a friendship podcast. To be honest, I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
I don't remember what sparked this.
What sparked this friendship topic? Oh, I know. It was me being sad. Over.
That's half our conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
It was me being a little emo, a little nostalgic, classic Kelly stuff over like my friendships. Because during winter break, I got to hang out with a lot of people, and I got to like catch up with people who I haven't seen in a long time, which was nice. It got me thinking about like so we are in like a very unique position where even though like we're like college age, not everyone in our friend group goes to college, or if they do, they stay in our hometown. So we're still friends with a lot of our hometown friends. But then I was thinking about like the traditional experience, you know, like a lot of people move away and stuff, and like they make other friends in college or stuff like that. It got me thinking like, damn, like I'm so lucky to have the friends I do right now and still be in touch with like, a lot of them. But I realized like I talked to people who like stopped talking to like their high school friends or like friends they had in their hometown like after they moved away and stuff like that. And it just got me sad. I'm like I don't know. I'm just very grateful to have the friendships I have now.
Right.
Yeah. So it just got me thinking about friendships and how you operate in friendships. So I guess the first question. Okay, this is gonna be really whack because I don't have a format. But first question is like, what's your friendship style / what are you like in a friendship? And if you can't answer, I'll answer for you because I've been your friend for a long time.
I feel like I have a hard time making friends for the sole reason of I feel like the people that I'm already friends with I've known since like childhood at this point.
Yeah, me too.
And even then, I feel like it's hard for me to like make and keep friends solely because I'm such a bad texter.
Low-key are.
I have a hard time like reaching out to people and being like, hey, like starting a conversation. Even when I start a conversation, sometimes I just like drop out of the conversation and I just disappear. Yeah.
That's pretty accurate for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I would say about you two. Actually, I have a lot more to say. No, on the positive side, but maybe I'll save it. I think for me, okay, I'm also the same way. Like, a lot of my friends, I've just known for a long time, and then when I think about it, it doesn't feel real. So at this point, how long have I known you? Like 10 years.
Grade.
No. In 4th grade, I was 10, and now I'm in my 20s. It's pain. Okay. Anyways, I have known my friends for so long, but it really does not feel that long. Like, I bet there's still a lot of stuff. Well, okay. I was thinking about this too, how I've known these people for so long. There's also a lot of stuff I don't know about them. And it freaks me out, but it's also kind of cool. You know?
Yeah.
Friendships can always evolve, and there's so much more to learn and do, experience together. And yeah. I think I'm the same way though. Like, I think it's hard for me. Okay, first of all, when I meet people, okay, if they have a good vibe and they're like open, maybe I can feel comfortable with them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like usually it takes me like a little bit to warm up to new people. Yeah, and I think people will perceive me as shy at first when they meet me, because I'm like more like reserved and just like observing, you know. But yeah, I'm pretty much the same where like it takes me. I don't know. I have a hard time making new friends sometimes because like I just like don't reach out enough to like uphold that friendship or stuff like that. But yeah, but like once you're my friend, I feel like I'm the one who kind of reaches out more sometimes. But that's also because all of our friends are kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know how to describe it. Like introverts, but it's not because they're introverts. It's just because like we don't reach out that much. Or like, we don't like talking that much.
Well, we don't like talking if it has. I feel like we talk with purpose instead of just like making small. I feel like none of us like making small talk.
That's true. I'm trying to think. I don't know how to describe. I feel like our friendships are so different. I don't know how to describe it. Like we hang out,
right,
when we can, and like I feel like usually it's not awkward. Like even if we haven't seen each other in like months, we just hang out and it's chill. But I feel like we do talk with purpose. But then sometimes I'll try to like. I've noticed recently that I'll just send people a random text even though I know they're not gonna respond to me, just to like uphold communication and to let them know that like, hey, I'm still
meet your
here.
quota.
Exactly. No, it's like me just be like, hey, this is random. You don't have to respond, but like, I'm still here. It also helps me remind myself that they're still my friend too, so I don't forget.
Right.
But sometimes I be forgetting to respond to people. I'm like, damn, I haven't talked to this person in months. So, yeah. You know what? This is random, but a lazy form of communication I really like is sending TikToks. Like lately, I've been really into sending people TikToks, and
I've noticed.
Yeah, because back then I didn't do it. You know that one friend who always sent TikToks, but now he doesn't anymore. At least to me, and I just noticed that. I'm like, damn, I haven't gotten a TikTok from this person in a long time. Anyways, but I think it's a great way of communication, just because I see so many TikToks that I know that someone would like or relates to us. So yeah, I've been sending more TikToks. I'm trying to think. I feel like, okay, for me personally, I feel like I do like texting, but sometimes if I'm texting like multiple people, it does get tiring.
It gets overwhelming.
Yeah, because right now I have a few texts I haven't checked yet because I'm getting a lot of texts from like classmates I have to work with or like random questions that people are asking me, and I haven't responded to like some people right now. But I'll do that after. But then I feel bad because sometimes I'll get on my phone and I'll talk to someone else, but like there's other texts that actually require my attention. But I'll just be talking about random stuff to this one person.
It happens.
Yeah, it feels bad. I'm trying to think if I've always been like this, like get overwhelmed by texting or something. Actually, I know there's phases in my life where I was like actually just ghosting for a while. Like it took me like a week to respond to people. But now I think I'm working to be more like adamant on responding to people, especially if it's time sensitive. Because I have a habit of not responding to time sensitive stuff.
Me too.
And it's so bad. Like someone's asking me something right now, like, can you do this? And I haven't answered. So yeah. But I always respond to my parents. You know what? At least I can say that. I think. I haven't ghosted my parents.
I don't think I have either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
But yeah, I think for you, I think you've always had that texting style. From what I remember. But I feel like when people need you, you're there. Like I've never texted you like something I need to talk about or something like more serious, and you don't respond. But I feel like it's like just trivial stuff that you won't respond to sometimes, which is fine. Because again, I send out those random texts on purpose sometimes, knowing I'm like, you know what, I'm okay if I get a response, or I'm okay if I don't get a response. But yeah, I think that's me in group chats. I will send the most random stuff sometimes, and I know no one cares. But you know, just to keep the group chat alive.
Me too.
Just to keep the group chat alive. And sometimes I actually get a good response. I'm like, you know what? Nice. Sometimes I get left on red by everyone. I'm like, you know what? I expected
Then
that.
the conversation moves on. It's like, what?
You know what? I expected that too. But yeah. I feel like, though, in group chats, I have a thing where I feel like I have to be active and read everything. Just because I have bad FOMO, honestly.
I do read through most of it.
Yeah, especially because it's not that much.
Yeah.
But I really do think I just have bad FOMO.
Me too.
Like fear of missing out. But also sometimes like I'll see a group chat like popping off, but then I'm not in a state to be social, so I just ignore it too. But yeah, I'm trying to think. What's my texting style? Okay, okay, I have like, let's say like coworkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're friends with, but like not that deep of a friendship. So like when I text people like that, my texting style is so different.
Right.
Like I sound more like a normie. They're just like, hey girl, how are you doing? You're like,
the social chameleon, Kelly.
It's so bad. But then I'll insert like a lamau, see how they respond.
Me too.
If they like use like emojis, emoticons, whatever, I'll try to match their energy. Abbreviations. When I text new people, I get so scared of using abbreviations because I just don't want to explain it. So,
I know.
So I just write the full thing in case they don't know. You know? But if I notice that they use abbreviations, then I start being like, okay, I'm getting lazier, like how I usually text. But, with new people, I think lately, like especially with this year, I've been trying to reach out to new people more, like my coworkers, who like I'm not that close to, and trying to like talk to them more. But I don't know. I feel like it's a lot harder. There's like a lot more friction, just because you're not as comfortable with them, or like you haven't known each other that long, so it's hard to get close to them. I don't know.
I feel like we're both very like wallflower people.
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know, but I'm trying to put in the effort more to like start those new friendships, or like just like not even start a new friendship, but like just like see the potential. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Just to like put the effort to like socialize first.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of my life, like I just never put in the effort. Like I always kept it myself. But I'm like, you know what? It could be a thing, or it could not be. I'm just trying to be more open to it and like letting it happen if it does happen.
Yeah, my job right now, I'm the one that like, if we're both together at like the register, I'm like, hey, like what time are you off? Like,
yeah,
any good plans this week? Like, just
because then like me too. Because I realize like sometimes I'll just be dead silent. But then if I'm dead silent, the people I don't know, I'm like open to talk. Because usually I'm always open to talk unless I'm like I'm busy. But usually like with like even anyone, I think I'm always very open to socialize. But like I feel like people would not see that from me because I'm kind of shy. But yeah, I love talking to people in general, and like I get to know people. So I'm trying to put that out there more. But then okay, with coworkers, I've been thinking a lot about how friendships are kind of like, not all friendships, but I feel like it's kind of human nature for friendships to be a little bit like out of convenience.
Right.
Because like I think I would definitely be closer to my coworkers if I actually got more time to hang out with them, like either at work or outside of work. Because right now like I'm not really scheduled at the same time as people. So I don't really see them that much. And when we do, like usually I'm working on something, so I can't like talk. And it's always like we always talk about like wanting to hang out more outside work, but then like everyone's just so busy,
Right.
So like finding a time to hang out is tough. So I think that's why like our friendships, who like with the people we've known for a long time, work. It's because like we all understand like we can't hang out that much,
right?
Like we're busy. But we already had the foundation. So I think it's harder with people who you don't have that foundation with. Where you're like, damn, like I would like to hang out with you, but like sometimes I just can't, which sucks. I don't know. But then I think also for the convenience thing, I was thinking about how like if this person moved away, would I still be friends with them? And that made me sad. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about like convenience and how it affects friendships?
No, I think you're right about that. Because I feel like it also helps that the people you're friends with right now, like their main group, we all kind of went through like the initial like COVID, the start of COVID together. So it's like trauma bonding almost.
Okay, that's a whole other topic too.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, we started playing out Among Us, and then we made a Discord, and then cause people already knew, but that's how we got to like know them better.
Yeah.
Was that there was like, we were playing Among Us, you guys were playing Among Us.
Can we make a lobby?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly how that happened. That's a very interesting thing. I always forget about the origins of this because now I feel like I'm at a point where I feel like I've known them for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's only been like a few years. That's crazy to me. But then again, the fact that it's been a few years is also crazy to me. I'm like, whoa, I've known you for like 2-3 years now. Anyways, yeah, drama happens in friendships. I feel like I'm the type to block out drama because like I just don't like drama.
No, fair.
But yeah, I feel like with that friend group, I'm really appreciative of it. Okay. Oh, this is a good transition because I was thinking about how people view certain friendships, and like, I'm not sure about how everyone feels in this group, but I feel like, in general, I feel like some people like if they see that like people aren't talking as much or like don't hang out as much, I feel like they kind of like distance themselves from that friendship, which I can see, but I feel like we're all the type who understand why we don't talk sometimes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like even our group chat, like it has been like overall less active since like a few years ago. But that's normal because a few years ago is like the height of the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
We were all really bored, you know, and now we're all like busy and doing stuff.
We've gotten back to life with jobs, school,
you know. But yeah, I don't know. Do you ever feel like that? Like if you notice like a friend or something like isn't talking as much, do you feel like you're a little bit more removed from that friendship in a way?
No, I feel like I have no concept of
time.
Like no, like friendships like deteriorating. I feel like I just know people are my friends, and it's like full stop there.
How about like just feeling like not as close with people if you haven't talked in a while? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it happens to me sometimes. I feel like it sucks though.
It really does.
Cause like I'm still close with them. I just feel like I haven't talked to them in a minute, you know. But I don't know. Okay, I think that only applies to people who I talk to like every day, which is like 2 people. But I feel like that's just me not having like I saw this TikTok about this person not having like emotional like permanence. So after they go and hang out with their friends, they're like, damn, I'm so lonely. You know? I feel like that's something I need to remember too. Like even if I haven't talked to like someone in a while, like they're still my friend. But yeah, which is why again, I try to uphold communication to remind myself. Maybe it's mainly a selfish thing. To remind myself that
it's selfish,
my friends are still there.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a little bit of reassurance.
I don't know. I think this year I want to get better at telling people, like, if something bothers me.
Right. Setting your boundaries, maybe.
Yeah, and like getting better at that, especially with my friends. But I feel like it just never happens. Like I never really have anything to say. Like I've probably been like annoyed at my friends, but like I don't know. I just like I can't tell if it's worth saying something because usually it's just because I'm in a bad mood or something, and they're just like annoying me more. I'm like then I just like take a step back and usually I'm fine. Yeah. And then like I really don't care the next day. Like I don't remember it. But then sometimes I wonder if I'm letting too much go. Like if a friend makes like a mean joke or like just does something off, am I just like pushing it aside? I don't know, because I hope like in my mind it doesn't affect our friendship, but I always have the fear that like it subconsciously does, you know.
You think less of your
and like I have like maybe like a deep grudge that I don't know about, you know. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Like and like sometimes I'll like unknowingly like not talk to someone for a while. I'm like, wait a minute, am I doing that because I'm mad at them? You know, things I think about when it comes to my own behaviors. I'm like, why am I like
the psychology classes did not do you any good?
Or like sometimes I'll feel like something's a little bit like weird,
right?
With the energy, I'm like, did I do something or did they do something? But sometimes life's just life and nothing happened. If you haven't noticed, that's my new catchphrase now. Life's life. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. But yeah. Speaking of drama, I feel like I always expected there to be more drama in our friendships because number one, TV,
Right.
and number two, because like especially like when you're young, like in high school, you did see a lot of friend group drama.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But like, I don't know. I'm just grateful I haven't been a part of any like drama really. Crazy. I'm trying to think. I feel like the only time I've lost friends is when they just move away or something.
Yeah. I feel
Like just distance.
yeah.
And like I wish that I kept in touch with some people, but like it just never happened, you know. What?
Really.
What is this? Random question. But what is your love language in terms of friendship? If it's like if it's different.
I don't know. I would say quality time, but I feel like I don't even spend that much time with people.
But when you do,
It is
it's quality,
quality,
right? Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
quality.
No, because when we hang out, okay, I think this is me with everyone, but then I realized not everyone is like this. Where when I hang out with people, I hang out with them for a long time,
Me
like
too.
hours, because like and like in our heads we're like, oh, you know what, I might not see you again for a while,
Yeah.
so let's just like hang out and do stuff. They keep doing more stuff. Like
And we
We
set
start
a plan
off.
with like the friend group,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, we'll go to this place. Then as soon as like
After,
we're done,
we're like,
whatever we're doing, we're like,
well, let's get food.
yeah,
Let's go to the store. Like we just keep doing random stuff, and okay, personally, I love it.
me too.
But then like I realize with other people, like they're busy people. They don't have time for this. They're like, or they have low social battery. They're like, I need to go home. But I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, let's keep hanging out. Like I can hang out for a long time with my friends. But I think it's so funny each time. But I also think it's like it's just fun because like you never know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
'Cause you have like one set plan, but everyone kind of knows you're gonna do something after.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of like short hangouts. I feel like I can't do short hangouts with like a friend. Like I could with like a acquaintance or like a friend I'm not that close to. I don't know. I feel weird after short hangouts. I'm like, I feel like something's missing, you know?
Yeah.
Like if we just got food and then went home, I would feel really weird, especially if it's like a short meal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I can only recall like one time I did that with you, but it wasn't a short hangout at all. It's like a good medium hangout, you know? I don't know. But I think it's literally it's like so fun every time. Like it makes me so happy when people keep adding things onto a
know.
hangout.
We like do something, and as soon as that's done, we're like, do you guys want to do this?
I love it.
Or are we gonna do anything else today?
No, because sometimes it really does feel weird if we don't do anything else, especially if it's a movie.
Yeah, if we just went and like got boba one day and then just like went home, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, if we just got boba for like an hour, if like that's it. Like, okay, maybe if you just like do one thing for like a few hours, maybe. I'm trying to think, but sometimes they just keep going. I'm like, damn, I gotta go home soon. I think it's so
No,
fun.
but genuinely, we used to go to like the grocery store.
Yeah.
And then we would come to the park and
I-
we'd just sit there until it got dark.
My parents would be like, so where'd you go? I'm like, I went to the store in the park as always. And they're like, how do you spend that much time? Or before I came here, I was like, I'm going to my friend's house. And they're like, to do what? I'm like, to do what I always do. I tell them, we just eat and hang out. And they're like, how do you do that for so long? Like, when I hear it, I'm like, if I heard someone say like, oh yeah, I talked to my friend for like 5 hours, I'll be like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then I do that sometimes. That's kind of weird. Yeah. You know what? That's a big thing I realized is that not everyone does that. Not everyone hangs out with their friends for hours upon end. But I enjoy it. But I feel like I wouldn't maybe if we did it more often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say we're doing that like twice a week. I think I would get sick of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My social battery could never.
Wait, how long does it take for you to get sick of someone? Like, how often do you have to hang out? Until you're like, okay, I need a little break.
I feel like if it's more than, I don't know, because it really varies. Because sometimes I'll see one of our friends for like a couple days in a row. But then like if I did it again like the next week, the same like couple days in a row, I could be sick of them then.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know, it varies.
Yeah, I think it depends on how long you're hanging out each day too. I'm trying to think. I feel like with this group, I don't really see you guys like days in a row. Like
No.
maybe like every other day, or like a week later, but it's not never that close. But like let's say like with my church friends, like I've had weeks where like we see each other like every day for a week just because it's all have events up.
Right.
And like usually I like it, but I think yeah after a week I'm like okay, I need a break from you guys. Oh, you know what other habit I have is after I hang out with someone, I always have to text them after.
Huh.
And like and talk
I
about
hadn't
like
noticed that.
yeah, I love it because I'm just so high on the like adrenaline. I'm like, OMG, that was so much fun. Or I'll be like, oh, do you remember this happened? Or I'll be like, oh, I forgot to say, but
Yeah.
this is yeah. But then I've noticed
It's nice.
it is so nice. It makes me so happy because I just get home, I'm so happy, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, more to talk about. But then like then after that, then like I slowly like decline.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need to.
No one talked to me for the next like
yeah.
5 hours.
No one talked to me. Actually, I feel like I used to get more exhausted from hangouts. I feel like sometimes, like back then when I go from the park with you guys, I would just like lay in bed after
Me too.
for like hours. I'm like, I can't get up. I feel like nowadays I can actually like do things after I hang out with people. Sometimes, depending on like how late I get home. But yeah,
I feel like that's more out of necessity than anything.
as I'm older, I have real stuff to do. You know what? Maybe. But then sometimes I trick myself. I'm like, okay, in theory, I probably should not hang out with this person because I have homework to do. But I could get re-energized to do my homework. That doesn't really work out, but
No, but
it's still fun, you know? I just
you
love
keep
hanging
telling
out.
it. You
Yeah.
keep telling yourself it.
Yeah. I just love hanging out with people. And I feel like people wouldn't expect that out of me either. I think it's the same for you. I was talking to one of our other friends about this. About how you actually like do like hang out with people a lot.
Mhm.
I feel like people don't know that about you.
Mhm.
So yeah. So mine, like when I give, it's like definitely gifts or like spending money on people because I genuinely just don't care. Okay, it pisses me off when we go get boba or something and this one person doesn't get anything. No, if I go eat with you or go get anything, like you have to get something.
It's part of the experience.
You have to get something with me. Like I don't care if you're full. I don't care if like I don't know. Like if you can't afford it, I'll pay for you. I literally do not care. I'd rather you have something and enjoy it with me than you just sitting there and watching me eat or something.
Yeah.
Especially with boba. I don't know why, but this pisses me off. There's always that one person who doesn't get anything. Anyways. But yeah, I think I have spent a lot of money on my friends, and sometimes I'll think about it, I'm like, damn, what am I doing with my finances? But you know what? It also makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Like, if I can eliminate that barrier of why they don't want to hang out, I'll do it. I don't care. I really don't care. Because I'd rather spend money on friends than anything else. Because why else would I have money for?
Exactly.
Anyways, that's my love language, definitely. And I think also quality time, like hanging out a lot in like a long session. That counts.
Right.
Like I just remember this story. So in the summer, I went to this school event, and there was like this girl I was talking to throughout like this 3-day event, right? And then on our campus we have a boba place. I was like, hey, do you want to get boba? Because we were both craving it. And she's like, oh, I don't have money on me. And I was crazy. I was like, I'll pay for you. I don't care. And she was like, I've known you for like 2 days. But I literally do not give an F. If I can hang out with someone, I'll do it.
Exactly.
But she was so like shy about it. She's like, I'll Venmo you back. She paid me back like right away when she got home. And I was like, girl, I really don't care. I just like talking to people and hang out with people. And I'll pay for that. I don't care. Anyways, fun story. It's a little psycho. But you know what? That's me.
Alright. So I feel like fundamentally for friendships, we just have to have some kind of common interest. Because that will always just be my default.
That's a good topic. Do you have to have a lot of things in common with someone to be their friend?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Because I need something to default to if we're having like a conversation or if
That's
I want to
true.
talk to them specifically about something.
Okay, I definitely see that. Okay, because this year, I've also been thinking, okay, the reason why I think I've been friends with my friends for so long is because we've been through stuff together.
True.
Like, us went through a whole lot of school together. And my church friends, a lot of trauma. You know?
Right.
So I'm like, damn, like, we've actually been through a lot together. And it doesn't feel like it, but, like, it is a big reason why, like, we feel so close. you know.
Right.
And then I think I don't know, cause okay, I'm a big advocate for forced bonding. I think it works.
It does.
So I was telling you earlier about how I went to the beach with this group of people who I don't really know, but I went anyway. And I like bonded with them a lot over that trip. And I think trips and stuff like that a great way to bond. So I believe in forced bonding. It can work. Or like car rides. Car rides are a great time to get to know people. Because in that trip, I went home.
There's so many books where they're locked in a room together.
Okay, that's a little bit too much. What is that thing called? Forced proximity.
Forced proximity.
That's a little bit much. But road trips, a great way to bond with people. We still need to plan a road trip one day.
Right.
What else? Like, just things like that, where like, well, I hope you want to be there, but then even if you don't want to be there, you could end up liking it. I don't know. I think forced bonding is a great way.
Right.
Some people don't believe in it, but I believe in it for now. I don't know, cause I was thinking about this too. Like, I think I could like get along with people, like anyone, even if I didn't have the same interests. But yeah, would I be like friends with them? That's a little bit different. I don't know. I feel like I have friends who don't really share the same interests as me, but we're both open to hearing about each other's interests.
Right.
So it works. Or else, or we just have good like banter or something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it works. I'm trying to think.
But I feel like I have a lot of very general interests, so it's not too hard for me to like find something.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really hard if you can't find stuff that you enjoy to do together.
Right.
Because when you hang out, I'm like,
what do you do?
No, that's the hardest part.
What's the hangout look like?
Planning hangouts is tough already, but if you guys can't decide what to do, then it's actually over with. Yeah. I don't know. How often? Actually, I don't know. How often do you plan to hang out with someone with just like the intention of like hanging out and talking without having like a place to go to or like a thing to do?
Almost never.
Unless like I go to their house or something, it's always with food. I think that's just easy.
Yeah.
Like you can talk over food.
Right.
And catch up, or like coffee or boba. I don't know.
I feel like that's also the thing of like not being able to hang out for several days in a row. Because at some point you will run out of things that happened to you recently. Yeah. And that's when you rely on activities. Exactly. That force you to bond. These are why a lot of people, at least I know in my community, are close to their church friends. Because you have so much to do with them that you have to do. Right. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But yeah, I've had that too though. When I hang out with someone for like, let's say 3 days in a row, the third day I'm like, so, what do you talk about? Unless you haven't seen each other for like a long time. Yeah, I've had that too. Or where you bring up like hypotheticals, you bring up random questions. Which kind of works too, but if they're into it. But not everyone is like that. Which, okay, I'm sad about. I feel like I love random questions and stuff like that. But some people don't like that. I feel like the people in the server do sometimes like turn you down, like, what is the situation? Like, back then. Now I kind of ran out. Right. But you know what? I need to bring that back. Yeah. I need to go back to what I know. Cause like sometimes I'll be hanging out with people and like they'll be talking about like life stuff. I'm like, that's cool. But then like a random question pops up. I'm like, guys, what if this happened? And I love it. And usually people are down. Right. But like I'm scared to do that with like random people, cause not everyone look at you like not everyone. If someone met me and the first 5 minutes we had was like, what would you do to zombie apocalypse? I'd be down. Yeah. I would think they're so chill. I'm like, you know what? You're chill. Such a good way of like getting to know somebody. Cause I'm tired. I think that's actually good for getting to know people. Way better than just talking about life sometimes. Exactly. It's like, oh, you get to see what kind of person they are. Yeah, because as people like, oh, what do you do for work? Blah, blah, blah. That's kind of boring after a while. And not everyone is that invested in what they do. Right. So you need to get to the hard-hitting questions. Honestly, yeah. I need to bring back that side of me. I miss her. I definitely. But I was going to bring up that TikTok trend where it's like, shut up, eat your food. You know that one? No. It's like when you hang out
It's like videoing their friends who they've seen like 5 days in a row, and they're just eating, and they're just eating silently, and then this one girl is like, "So what else do you do? Like, what else are you up to?" And this person's like, "Shut up and eat your food." Because like they have nothing else to talk about. But yeah, one example was when someone brings up like random hypotheticals because there's nothing else to talk about, and people are like, "Shut up and eat your food." But I'd rather talk about random stuff than just eat in silence.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, that's another question. Are you able to hang out with your friends in silence?
Depends on the friend, is what I'd say.
That's true. I feel like back then I could do it more, but now I feel like
I think I do prefer to like
to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I feel like now again it's my zebra brain. I need stimulation.
Yeah. Occasionally I do think about like just sitting in a room together.
It's peaceful.
Doing your separate things.
Oh, I think I can only do it if we're like doing work together.
Mm.
Like I have my laptop, you have your laptop. That I can do sit in silence fine. But I feel like I have to talk to you afterwards. Also, I feel weird.
Yeah.
Because I've done that
the
before.
whole hangout. Okay, I'm leaving.
I know that. I've done that with people though. Like study dates, we just like do work in silence and we go home. Like that felt a little bit off. I don't know. I know. I'm trying to think of like the context that you would be in silence. I think it's mainly when you hang out with them for like a long time and you have that like debrief session where you're just alone, you know? I don't know. I feel like in high school I could do it a lot more, but now I think I feel a little bit more awkward. But I've been thinking about this too. How friendships kind of require money sometimes.
Yeah.
We're going out. And I think that could be a barrier to people who can't just like hang out and do nothing and just talk and chill. Oh, one activity I really like is watching things with people, like movies or shows.
Yeah.
But then I have this one friend who told me like, "Why do you always suggest going to the movies?" I'm like, "Because I like the movies."
Yeah.
And I love watching with people, but they are not really like that. So they're like, "Why do you always suggest movies?" I'm like, "Damn, they kind of hurt," but you know, we move past.
Speaking of movies, are you the type of person to like want to talk during a show or movie? Or would you prefer to just kind of enjoy it on your own?
I feel like you can answer that. I watch a lot of stuff with you. Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like you base it on me, because I'm like the type to like kind of...
Well, I want to see your answer compared to mine. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I'm a big fan of like talking about the movie as it's happening.
I am too, but I feel like I do it more with a group than one person.
Right.
If it's one person, I'm more chill. I'm like laying down. I'm like, you know, I'd be vibing.
True.
But if it's with a group of people, I love the group reactions. Like that's my favorite part of watching a movie, and that's also why I like the movie theater when it's like full. Some people hate it. They're like, I want to be alone in the theater, but I love the crowd reactions. Even if someone's being annoying, like keeps talking to the movie, I would like to think I wouldn't care because I love hearing the genuine reactions. It makes it so much more like lively.
Right.
I love that. But I've noticed. Okay, so, do you remember in October, I went to watch Smile with some people from our group.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of dead, like the energy in the crowd, and like no one in our group I heard do any reactions. I think we're just like trying not to scream, like trying not to jump or anything. But I want to see that out of people. I don't know, because I also know people who are like they're so focused during movies, which I understand, but that's kind of boring. I'm like, well, I can't tell if you like it or not because I can't tell your reactions until after.
Right.
Oh, that's a good question. Do you like to always talk about what you watched after?
Yes.
Yeah, but some people don't.
I know.
So some people are just like, oh, that's good, and then move on with their lives. I'm like, no. Once I watch something, I have to talk about it right after, or else, like, I'm losing it. You know? I don't know. That's why I like movie theaters. You watch, especially at night, you watch a movie, you stand outside at night, you talk about it in your little circle. I love that.
Yeah.
Very nostalgic. But yeah. Anyways, I feel like you talk a lot during movies, which is good. I really appreciate it, actually. I think it's more fun. Okay, when you're alone, do you react?
Obviously.
Really?
Even to myself, I'm just like
what kind of reactions are we talking about?
I don't know. I just know, like, I don't know. I do it without, like, thinking about it. Like, as I'm watching something, I'm like, oh. Like,
Actually, I think I am actually more expressive when I'm alone sometimes.
I'm definitely more expressive when I'm alone.
Yeah, because I'll catch myself saying something out loud. I'm like,
Yeah.
who am I talking to? I'm like, shut
It's
up.
like my YouTube movie reaction channel.
I love movie reactions. That's like all
Those
I
are
watch on
fun.
YouTube. Oh my gosh, we should talk more about that after, but what is this at? Almost an hour. I'm trying to think of what other things we could talk about. I don't know.
Friendship culture, perhaps? Like
Oh,
guys
yeah.
and girls being friends.
Okay, I feel like that'd be a whole other episode, but we could try.
A preview of next
No, I feel like it'd be good to include it. Friendship culture. Do you want to start?
I think it's really dumb when people are like, guys and girls can't be friends because they only there's only unless there's like potential for them to date. It's like
I remember it written in elementary school because I was talking to this guy at lunch, and then all my friends were like, "Kelly, you're such a flirt." I'm like, I'm in elementary school, first of all, and that was we're talking about roller coasters. I remember the exact conversation, and they're like, "Kelly, why are you flirting so hard?" I'm like, "We're talking about roller coasters."
Exactly.
Just because it was a guy, and I don't know. I find it okay. I think people who say this are often in relationships. Oh, I've noticed from my friends who said it. That guys and girls can't be friends, but I don't know. I always liked having a variety of friends. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful now. I'm in a spot where I have genuine good guy friends. But in the past, I was definitely like lacking that. And maybe it's because of that culture, but also, I don't know, it's just difficult.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with a whole lot of guy friends.
Yeah, just naturally, like I never really got close to them. As a lover of friends to lovers trope in like media, like I eat that up, you know. But like in real life, I feel like it's so complicated.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we talked about this before, maybe in the relationship episode, probably. But I feel like once I see you as a friend, you're kind of just my friend. And that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like for some people, well, it doesn't work out if you go into the friendship, like, expecting something more.
Exactly.
Like, that's always the thing, right? Where the person's like, oh yeah, we're friends. I'm chilling. But then if something were to happen, I would be against it. I don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with, like, I would say there's nothing wrong. That you wanting to become friends with someone with the intention of dating them can be okay if you're also okay with the idea that they might never
I agree.
like you in that way.
I definitely agree. It's tough because, like, okay, if you get into a friendship with someone you're attracted to and you say it's chill, but then you stop being friends once they get into a relationship, then, like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Then what were your
true intentions? You didn't care about this person, you just
what were your true intentions? I don't know. I feel like I've never had to worry about that because I feel like a lot of my guy friends make it very clear. They're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, which is good.
I feel like this culture has been like a lot more rampant on the internet as well, with like female streamers especially when they become friends with a guy streamer and everyone's like, they're such a pick me. Like they, obviously they're allowed to be friends.
I know. I was gonna say like they always just get like shipped.
Yeah, that really, too
makes it awkward.
I'm kind of glad that shipping has kind of died down.
I think so, yeah.
People are a lot more considerate of like people's boundaries, and if they see like two people hanging out and then they think it's a good dynamic, instead of jumping straight to being like they should be in a relationship, it's kind of like they got a duo name and then everyone's like they're such cute friends.
I like duos. I think they're a good thing. But yeah, I think we talked about this in Noise Ship episode and the streamer episode probably. But how streamers, it's tough. Like especially, I don't know, like. I haven't thought about that though, how streaming culture has kind of died down.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to like my real life friendships, I feel like me and my guy friends always had that established boundary.
Right.
When we're like, yeah, we're not gonna date. But also, I feel like a lot of my guy friends don't feel comfortable talking to me about like their love lives or whatever. And I'm kind of upset about that because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Because I like talking about it with like anyone. Kind of too open. But I don't know. Why do some, okay, not all guys, but like why do some guys feel weird about that with their girl space friends? where they don't want to talk about. Okay, actually, okay, pause. Another argument. I told you about this. One of my guy friends felt weird about the word girlfriends because he has a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah.
Girl space friends. But everyone's like, that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm a player. I'm like, get over yourself.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Whenever I hear a guy complain about that, they're like, oh, I can't say female friends. I can't say girlfriends. I'm like, just say girlfriends.
Yeah.
Or like
friends. My gal pals.
Or like friends who are girls. I'm like, fine. You don't want to say girlfriends. Say friends who are girls.
Yeah. They're like friends who are girls.
But then they're like, that's too long. I'm like, get over yourself. I don't care.
People are gonna know what you meant if you just say girlfriends.
Yeah, and if they make that joke, then like, I don't know. Who cares?
Ignore it.
Get over it. Or tell them to stop. I don't know.
So the boundary be like, that makes me uncomfortable?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should intentionally start saying boyfriends to make people get over it, you know?
Exactly.
I think
destigmatize it, Kelly.
I naturally go to guy friends just because I like how it sounds. Like guy friends, it's fun to say. It's fun to say. Boyfriends, a lot of work. I have to like put my lips together.
Boyfriend.
The bilabial phoneme. Okay, my speech and hearing degree is coming out. But you know, it is more effort to say boyfriends. But maybe I should intentionally put in the effort and start the movement. But yeah. Anyways, that's a complaint for any guy viewers to think about.
Yeah.
Do you feel weird saying girlfriends, and why? I don't know.
Should be like anything else you really is. You know what? Everyone just say gal pals. You know what?
Me and my gal pals. You know what I like saying is mate.
Mate.
Like, I don't say mates, but like to my friends, I'll be like mate. Like, like the same way I use bruh. And they're like, Kelly, stop. I'm not your mate. Well, they're like, you're not British. I'm like, I don't care. I love using mate. It's just so good.
It is pretty good.
But yeah, that reminds me though, like, I feel like people take it weird though. Let's say like if a girl only had guy friends or if a guy only had girlfriends.
Right.
People take it weird and like, I don't know how to feel about that. It's tough. I think it's funny. Even parents will assume. If I talk about a guy friend, they assume like there's something there, and I think that's really weird.
One of our friends literally can't tell his mom.
Yeah,
he has so girlfriends.
I know, and like I don't know why that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it stemmed from like how our parents don't have many friends outside of like their family.
Yeah.
Because I guess my mom doesn't really have any guy friends like that, besides like acquaintances and stuff.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. My parents only know the church and family.
Yeah, my parents are exactly like that, and they're very happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's so interesting.
You live like that?
I couldn't live like that. I don't know. But maybe that changed if I was married. I don't know.
No, I think I'm always going to prioritize my platonic relationships over my romantic.
Another good topic. Okay. I realized past few years, especially, that I value my friendships like so much.
Right.
Like they're like maybe my number one priority. And I don't know. And then like I think about other people I know who don't exactly view it the same way, who like they might prioritize like their work more or their family more or like their romantic relationships more. I feel like going back to like who we are in our friendships, I feel like I care about my friends so much. And I feel like that doesn't always like come across again to people, because sometimes, you know, I don't text you a lot or I don't get to see you a lot, but I still deeply care about you. And, like,
right.
If my friends can't be for anything, like I'll try my best to always be there. But I feel like people don't really see that from me that much. Actually, I feel like they do a little bit, but they're not fully like comfortable with it. But yeah, I hope all my friends know this. I'll always be there for you, no matter what. Even if it's like a random. This is what I want. I want more people.
So happy.
I want more people to text me random thoughts, because I do to other people, but no one does it to me that much. Because all my friends are kind of like keep to themselves.
I feel like I'm more fulfilled with. Maybe it's just because I haven't been in any good romantic relationships. But I feel like I'm always gonna be more fulfilled by my platonic relationships.
I think I get super fulfilled by hanging out with my friends, or even just talking to people. Like a good conversation, that'll make my day. You know. And I think my friends make me so happy, but like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times, like, especially when I was younger, I didn't exactly acknowledge that or like even realize it for myself. I'm like, damn, I really do care a lot about my friends. Because again, when you're younger, especially when you're younger in school, your friends are kind of out of convenience because you see them every day
Right.
at school. But then like once we graduated, I realized like, you know what, I still want to be friends with these people, and I still care about them a lot.
Right.
So yeah, that definitely changed my view. And just like getting older in this weird like transition time of our lives, I've been thinking about like how I keep wanting to hold on to my friendships, and like I'll try, but like life's life. We shall see. I think that's what sparked this because I was thinking about how eventually people might move away, people might do their own things, but we'll see. Um, Again with our little group, I'm very surprised we're still friends. I feel like if people were friends, well, again the trauma bonding, but people who were friends during that time, I feel like they probably like grew apart. But we I think everyone makes the effort to keep it going, at least somewhat. I remember one of our friends, I noticed, was it last year or like beginning of the summer or something? I don't know. But I noticed that he would send more random thoughts, like random stuff that I would send. I'm like, okay, I see you. So I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, I noticed that you've been sending more thoughts, and I just appreciate it, to let him know that like, hey, even though I don't respond, like I'm reading them and I like them. And he was like, yeah, I do it because I'm trying to keep the server alive. I'm like, bro, same. I'm like, you get me, I was very happy that that person wanted to keep the group chat alive. It was kind of small, but it meant a lot to me, and I hope everyone realizes that. I'm always grateful to hear random stuff. But then again, there's this random moment. Okay, I think it was this moment where the server was pretty dead, and this one person was like, "Damn, it's dead in here." And then someone said, if you want to take this chat alive, you're going to take me with it. And it was so small, but it meant so much to me. I was like, damn, I still remember that moment. I was like, you know what? Like, because at that moment, I was going through a time where I was like, is this over with? I was like, so emo. Because I was trying to figure out the balance of how to manage my friendships in this new time in my life,
Right.
And I was like, damn, I'm like, is this even worth trying to fight for? But then I realized people still care. I'm like, you know what? I need to stop being so serious. I think that's the thing I learned. Again with the convenience topic, like, can you imagine how different your life could be if just like you had a different last name and you were assigned a different seat? Like, damn.
Oh.
Okay.
But it also makes me sad when some people don't share like that same like intense view about friendships. Because you remember one of our friends, when our other friend that moved to college across the country like disappeared?
Yeah. And
like he said that he didn't really like reach out or like
he didn't care enough to.
Yeah. That made me so sad.
I always think about his case because he's so different from me when it comes to that. Like he just I think at first I didn't really understand it. I think I understand more now. At least what I think I understand. Who knows what he really thinks, but I think for his case it's more like he truly outgrown this friendship, which I didn't understand, but I could see it now from his point of view. And like he's happier now. He has a better life.
Yeah, good for him.
Not that this life was bad, which I hate when people talk about that. Like, I outgrew this friendship. It's because they were bad people. They were like behind in life. Like, no, it's just because you're at a different point in life, or like you just need different things at the time.
Right.
And he just needed something different, which is good for him. But I hate when people are like that though. They're like, oh, you're still friends with these people? Like you haven't moved on? Like, what the hell? I hate people who view it that way. Actually pissing me off thinking about it. Cause like, okay,
that's the worst part. But I also just I don't know. Either way, it does make me sad that he didn't bother to.
It does, yeah.
Try to reach out.
More on that topic though. Okay, even if you've been friends with what you said earlier, like if you've been friends with these people for a long time, you can still grow in your friendship, and things change a lot, and things have changed a lot. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe one day I'll grow apart with some people, and then I can add more. But I don't know.
I'll make a part 2.
Make a part 2. Like, okay, so all these people I mentioned, yeah, I hate them all now.
It's just me alone.
You'd be like, bro, I'm back.
I got it.
So sad. Stop. I'm too emo for this. But yeah, I don't know. Which is why I've always thought, I've always had a trouble processing how you outgrow friendships because I feel like so far like I've grown along with my friends.
Right.
But we'll see. Life's life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fall line now. Next year you're gonna be married.
No, that's not happening. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for one of my friends to get married though. I'm so excited for my first friend wedding.
I know.
I want to go to a wedding so bad. The only chance I had, I met my friend after she got engaged. I got close to her like when the wedding happened. I'm so sad. Could have been my chance to go to a friend wedding. Yeah. None of my friends are even close. Well, one friend could do it. Honestly, I am waiting for the day they randomly announce it. And I feel like they're there. Like low-key, the way they talk sometimes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited though. I'm so excited. Oh, what do you want to be a part of at our friends' weddings?
I'd be a bridesmaid or groomsman. I don't know. Depends how I feel.
I feel like I've talked about this before, haven't I? About weddings. How I feel weird about it.
Weddings as a whole are just.
No, I feel weird about like bridesmaids, groomsmen, whatever. Like, why are you up there? Like, why am I forcing you to stand for hours? Like, it's just too much work. It's just awkward. I don't know.
Can I be the flower girl for your wedding?
Oh, that'd be cute. Would I even have a flower girl? I don't even know.
I just thought it was cute that Tina
It's
put on
really
the dress,
cute.
the little basket.
You're so right. Honestly, I could see you as a good flower girl. Maybe. You know what? Maybe if I get married, you can be a flower girl. Now, what am I gonna be at your wedding if you have one? Probably not, but from what you said. Hey, from what you said.
Yeah.
But what would I be if you were to have a wedding?
I don't know.
I don't see myself as being a flower girl. I want something really troll. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be. Okay. Oh. Related question. Okay. Would you want to make a toast at your friend's wedding?
No.
That's a lot of pressure
That
on
is
me.
a lot of pressure.
I don't like talking in front of people, but I would like the opportunity to roast. You know, it's such a good opportunity.
It is a good opportunity.
So that's a really hardcore dilemma.
I think that would be a really fun thing to do at a wedding. Like, seat them in the middle, like the groom and bride.
Just
then,
roast.
And then have, like, the stand open for any of their friends to go over and be like, I didn't think we'd make it here, guys.
No, I love that. And I hope people would do it to me.
Yeah.
I hope so. You know what I would do? I would want to make a slideshow at your wedding.
Of course you would.
I don't know what it would be, like a roast slideshow or like an actual cute slideshow.
Combination of the both.
Just some slideshow. Mm-hmm. I would host a Kahoot about your life. Wait, that'd be me. I'd be like, when did they meet? Anyone know? I would definitely host a Kahoot at someone's wedding.
That sounds great.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm writing this down. If I ever get married, I'm having a Kahoot. If you fail, you're kicked out the reception. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of that meme about the funeral. People are like, oh, to enter my funeral, play the Kahoot or like show me a picture of you and me. You know? I think that's so funny. But if I had that requirement, a lot of people would not get into my funeral because I don't have pictures with no one.
I know.
So bad. Oh, okay. Reminds me, okay, I wish that I was the person who felt more comfortable taking pictures with their friends. But I'm just so awkward.
Me too.
But
all our friends are low-key.
I mean, I'm the type who sneaks pictures.
I know.
But it's just for me and my memory. Because I have bad memory. And I need, again, that permanence. I have friendships. It's so bad. And plus, I love capturing stuff. But I don't know, because like I'll see people post cute pictures with their friends, right? I'm like, I wish I could do that. But I feel like I'm just so awkward. I can't do that.
Let's just become vloggers.
It doesn't. I'd much rather vlog with my friends than like do like a photo shoot or something. But I wish I could.
Because I feel like it's hard to get that single like frame to remember the whole day. You vlog.
I love randomly vlogging.
Me too.
We need to do it more.
Yeah.
But when I hang out with the whole group, though, I feel weird.
I know. I don't want to be the one to bring out the camera. And
like, I'll do it with, like, the girls. But,
yeah.
like, if it's just, like, all of us, I'm like, you know, but I should just start doing it. And screw that. I won't start doing it.
Life's too short.
Honestly. Like, do we even have, I'm so upset that we don't have, like, a whole group photo. Because it's, like, we hang out, like, not everyone can make it all the time. We have, like, one photo, but it's, like, 5 of us. We need to get better at this. Or whenever people hang out and I can't make it, I always yell at them to take a picture or video. I'm like, please capture content. I was also thinking about this, how like I feel like when I hang out with people, I don't post about it. But a lot of people I follow do post about it, it makes me wonder. I don't know, like why don't I? I don't know. I mean, well, would you feel weird if I posted like every time we hung out? I'd
A
feel
little
weird
bit.
because I've seen people do that. But it can also be a way of just saving the memory for them.
Right.
If people post hang out with me, then I generally appreciate it because it doesn't happen that often. I don't know. I just wish, yeah. You know what? Maybe this is my new goal. Work on being less awkward, taking pictures with my friends.
Get some memories, Cole.
It's so bad. But I want pictures where everyone just looks so good, you know? But it will never happen.
Mhm.
I'm too awkward for that. Imagine. Like the actual, like, Instagram worthy. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Pinterest photos with your friends. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
want. Man,
Maybe if we ever get that road trip going.
honestly. We need to do it.
Yeah.
Very simple question, because I know your answer. Actually, I don't know your answer. Because it can be both.
Ooh.
Are you the planner in your friendships?
No.
You actually do plan. You don't know it, but
take
you
the initiative sometimes.
you actually do. I appreciate it. Because, okay, I had this moment where, again, I was going in a spiral, you know? I was like, do I plan first in all my friendships? But I feel like you are one of the people who reach out to me. One of the right people who do. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it's tough. Because I get it. Planning is a lot of work. But yeah.
And half the time, somehow you end up taking over.
Because then it's like the day before and no one said anything. I'm like, y'all are stressing me out. Respond right now. I don't know. Again, I think it's the same thing with me and like paying for people. Like if no one plans, like I'll do it if you guys actually want to hang out. But if I know like they feel like iffy about it, then I won't try because I don't want that energy. But if they're generally down to hang out, I'm like, you know what? I'll plan it if no one wants to. Because I just like hanging out with people. I don't know. I was talking to one of my friends about this. Their friend who lived across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I was complaining to him. I was like, do I plan too much? So I was annoyed because in that moment I was planning too many things with people. And then he was like, yeah, how come you always plan? Well, I'm like, I'd rather plan and deal with the inconvenience of that than like down the line be questioning my friendships because like I don't get to hang out with them that much. Because I feel like if I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like I'm friends with you because I never hang out with you, but then I didn't try, then like I can't complain.
Yeah.
It's kind of my fault. So again, maybe it's selfish. Maybe I'm just planning to know it's not my fault. You know?
Which,
yeah.
fair enough.
But I'd rather deal with that than like the what if. Than like what if we got closer because we got to hang out.
Right.
Then just plan to hang out. See what happens. I don't know. But yeah. I feel like you actually do have a lot of ideas because you again like hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's all I had. Do you have anything else to add?
Nah. Appreciate your friendships, guys. Guys.
I'm trying to think of a good friendship quote to end it. Something sappy. The only thing I have is freaking that office quote, but not really friendships. Just life. Yeah, I think what you said, just appreciate your friendships. Because you might not be friends with them forever. So appreciate them while you can. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm so sorry. I need to say something real quick. Last topic, I swear. Because I feel like, okay, just a quick complaint. Because I feel like some people, I feel like I touched on it earlier. Some people look into their friendships too deeply and kind of make problems out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I had this too, where I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Why? Like, is there like, are we drifting apart? Are we blah blah blah? So I would just say sometimes don't look into that too deeply, because then you'll like ruin your own friendship for no reason. So yeah, it's supposed to sound a lot more positive than that, but yeah, that sounded kind of negative. But yeah, just like, or like don't look at small things too deeply, or like don't take it to heart too much, because like then you'll like miss out on this friendship, then you might end up regretting it. So appreciate your friendships while you can. Yeah.
All right. Friends of the family you choose. Bye bye.